The story begins in the middle of a dense jungle with a large river, where a man named Jeff is moving forward in this very river along with some of his companions. These people used to catch snakes and sell them in the city. But today the place where these people were going to catch snakes was extremely dangerous. Here the captain of the boat also says to Jeff, "The place where you people are going is cursed and filled with poisonous snakes. And I have heard that a very large anaconda named Crimson lives there. Whoever goes to that place, that anaconda kills them." But Jeff smiles and says to the boat captain, "Just get me there. You will get your money there, and then you can take your boat and come back." Jeff was an expert hunter of catching snakes, and today Jeff had come to this jungle specifically to catch that crimson anaconda. A little while later these people reach that place, and here the boat captain demands more money from Jeff because this was a very dangerous place, and getting someone to this point was a very risky job. Jeff does not refuse either, and he takes out money from his pocket and hands it to him. But just as the boat captain extends both his hands forward to take the money, Jeff deliberately drops the money down. The boat captain happily begins to pick it up. After picking up the money, when he looks at Jeff smiling, Jeff stabs a knife into his throat and kills him. He mercilessly slits his throat and throws his head into the river water. All of this was also being watched by Jeff's companions standing on the riverbank. Seeing Jeff do this, both of them get very scared. After this, Jeff comes to his two companions and says to them, "If you two also try to betray me, the same will happen to you." After this, all three of them move forward in the jungle and reach a place where they see a large statue of a snake. Seeing this, Jeff says, "So the story of the crimson anaconda was true after all." On the other side, Jeff's companions find a large number of snakes. Seeing them, they also become very happy. After this, both of them quickly start catching all the snakes and sealing them into bags. While Jeff pays no attention to these small snakes and starts searching for the biggest snake in this jungle, whose name is Crimson Anaconda. Now one companion brings the snakes that these two companions had stuffed into the cloth bags, alone to the boat. He sees that the man whose throat Jeff had slit and thrown into the water, his headless body was standing in the water at some distance. Seeing this, he could not believe his own eyes. Just then that body suddenly sank into the water, and a large thing swimming came rushing towards him. The man starts running fast towards the jungle in fear. But just then, with the speed of lightning, a very large anaconda grabs him. That anaconda wraps itself around that man's body and breaks his bones and opens its large mouth and starts eating him. On the other side, we see the other companion of that man who is moving forward in the jungle carrying a bag full of snakes. Just then he suddenly stops at a place and sees something that scares him very much. Actually, he had seen the body of that same large anaconda crawling. Just as that anaconda was climbing up a tree, looking at its stomach, it was clearly visible that it had swallowed a human being alive. Now before that man could escape and save his life, that anaconda spits out his companion's dead body. After this, that snake grabs that man too. That snake squeezes that man tightly and wraps around the tree and starts eating that man too. Jeff is also watching all of this from a short distance away, and seeing this, Jeff was happy instead of saving his companion. Because Jeff also wanted someone to become bait for that snake, and when the snake's attention gets distracted while eating the bait, then Jeff would knock the snake unconscious and kill it. After this, Jeff takes out his shotgun and was just about to knock the anaconda unconscious, when suddenly all the animals and birds of the jungle started making noise. Hearing the sounds of those animals, that anaconda leaves its prey just like that and goes away. After all, there was something that all the animals of the jungle were afraid of. Now the scene cuts here, and we are shown a circus show. This circus was now on the verge of shutting down. Nobody had any interest in watching this circus. Here a boy named Qiuliang comes to the owner of the circus and gives the circus owner a suitcase full of money and buys all the people working in the circus because he had made a plan to go to Thailand and open a new circus. The people of the circus become worried seeing so much money with Qiuliang because a few years ago Qiuliang used to be very poor. He also used to work in the circus together with these people. But no one knew what work Qiuliang had started doing now that made him so rich overnight. The next morning, Qiuliang makes a plan to take all the people to Thailand by boat. Now because Qiuliang had bought all these people, all of them listen to him and sit in the boat, and the captain of the boat starts driving the boat. On the way, Qiuliang hides in the bathroom and calls someone and says on the call, "The delivery is ready. I will soon bring these people to you." From these words of Qiuliang, we come to know that he is going to do something wrong with the people present on the boat. After going a little further ahead, these people see that the road ahead is blocked, where someone had placed wood and many containers to block the way. Then the boat captain says that we can go by another route. But going by that route, it will take us a very long time to reach Thailand. So Qiuliang does not like the captain's idea. He threatens the captain. "Whatever happens, we have to reach Thailand on time, because we have a show there for which I have already taken advance money. If we do not do the show, we will be ruined." The captain says, "If you people do not want to go by the long route, then there is only one way left for us." He says that we will blow up all these things with a bomb and clear our path and get out from here. Qiuliang finds the captain's idea reasonable and agrees to it. But they did not know what a big mistake these people were about to make. After this, these people place a bomb near the containers and then blow them up with a remote. By doing this, their path was cleared, but due to the explosion, a lot of snakes fall onto their boat, because all those containers were filled with snakes. In fear, these people start running here and there. Now the entire boat was filled with snakes, and these snakes start biting the people present on the boat. Here a girl named Lenny acts wisely and opens water at high pressure through a pipe and knocks down all the snakes around her from the boat into the water below. Billy Yang hides in the bathroom of the boat out of fear. But just then suddenly the ceiling of the bathroom breaks and a lot of snakes fall on top of Billy Yang. To escape from them, he jumps into the river and swimming reaches the bank. But there too a king cobra comes in front of him. Now before that king cobra could bite Billy, someone steps on the snake with their foot and crushes it and saves Billy Yang's life. This person was none other than Jeff. Now Jeff had saved Billy's life. So Billy brings him onto his boat. Here Jeff tells everyone a lie. I am a wild explorer and I got stuck here in the jungle due to an accident. Just then a man from the circus whose name is John starts having sharp pain in his ear. The pain was so much that he falls down. When Jeff carefully looks into his ear, he comes to know why John's ear was hurting. After this, Jeff makes a cut on his finger and brings it near John's ear, and just then a thin poisonous snake comes out of John's ear and bites Jeff's finger. But despite the snake biting, nothing happens to Jeff and he throws that thin snake into the water. Seeing this, Lenny becomes very surprised and starts thinking about why the poison had no effect on Jeff even after the snake bit him. Lenny also had knowledge about snakes. She knew that to become immune to a snake's poison, a person has to put a lot of snake venom into their body. Only then does the snake venom have no effect on that person. She tells all these things to Billy Yang too and says, Jeff does not seem right to me. You also saw that the snake bit him on the finger, but nothing happened to Jeff. But Billy Yang pays no attention to Lenny's words and says, we should thank Jeff because he saved my life and the life of one of our companions. On the other side, Jeff meets the captain of this boat. Jeff gives the boat captain a lot of money and shows him a map and says to the boat captain, if you bring me to the place shown on the map, I will give you even more money after reaching there. As soon as the captain hears the name of that place, he picks up a gun and points it at Jeff. He says, if you talk about going there again, I will shoot you. Actually, the captain also knew about that place, that a very dangerous anaconda named Crimson lived there. Hearing this, Jeff leaves from there. The captain sits in the boat and starts fishing. But just then we see that someone from below pulls the fishing rod hard with which the captain was fishing, due to which that fishing rod slips out of the captain's hand and falls down. Now the captain bends down to pick up that fishing rod. But just then someone pulls him down into the water. Actually, it was not someone else, but Jeff, who had pulled the captain down into the water. After killing the captain, Jeff uses the captain's body as bait to call the anaconda present in that jungle. A little while later, everyone starts looking for the captain. But the boat captain is not found anywhere by those people. Lenny starts suspecting Jeff that maybe Jeff has killed him. She asks Jeff, where is the captain? But Jeff says, I do not know anything about the captain. He also says, this is a jungle. People disappearing here is a common thing. Just then suddenly a strange noise spreads throughout the entire jungle. All the birds and animals of the jungle start making noise and running away. Just then all of them together hear some strange movement in the water. One of them says, what kind of sound is this? Then Jeff says happily, something big is coming. From Jeff's happiness, it was clearly visible, as if he was waiting for this incoming danger. Just then we see that in the depths of the river, a very large anaconda is moving towards the trap set by Jeff. The fishing rod set by Jeff pulls hard downward. Now Jeff tries to hold the fishing rod to catch the anaconda. But that anaconda was not going to get caught in Jeff's trap so easily. Just then that anaconda comes in front of them. This anaconda was very large in size and extremely terrifying. Seeing it, everyone's breath gets stuck in their throat. The rope of the fishing rod that Jeff was holding, the anaconda pulls that rope hard, due to which Jeff falls down into the water. That anaconda starts slamming Jeff around in the water. But Jeff was not going to give up so easily. To save himself, he swims and climbs onto a small boat present in that same river and ties the rope of the anaconda catching trap to that same boat. Now standing on that boat, he attacks that anaconda with a sharp pointed tool. But that attack does not have much effect on the anaconda. The anaconda grabs Jeff. That anaconda, along with Jeff, also wraps itself around that boat and sinks it down into the water. These people standing far away were watching all of this, and they think that Jeff was killed. But the very next moment, Jeff swims and comes back onto the boat from behind. Seeing this, all the people are left astonished. Now Jeff starts searching for the anaconda in the water again. But he did not know that the anaconda was now not in the water, but behind him on the roof of the boat. The anaconda spits out the captain's body from its mouth in front of everyone. Seeing this, all the people on the boat get very scared. These people start running here and there to save themselves from the anaconda. That anaconda was just about to kill two circus companions locked in a room when Jeff attacks the anaconda from behind, holding a sharp pointed tool in his hand. Due to which the anaconda gets even more angry, and now the anaconda starts moving towards Jeff. But Jeff saves himself from the anaconda and hides from it. But the anaconda does not let go of Jeff either. It enters inside the boat to search for Jeff. where the rest of the circus people were also hiding inside the boat. Luckily, the anaconda cannot see Qiuliang and Diana. It crawls over them and exits the boat through the window. All these people were hiding in every corner of the boat. When the anaconda, while searching for these people, goes towards the bathroom, it sees a child and John. The anaconda immediately attacks both of them, but both of them save themselves and get out from there. Now Lenny also reaches them. Just as the anaconda attacks Lenny, then John acts wisely and brings a clay pot in front of the anaconda's head, due to which the anaconda's head gets stuck inside the clay pot. The anaconda starts writhing to pull its head out of the clay pot, and in this commotion, a gallon of kerosene oil falls down here. The anaconda becomes completely out of control to remove the clay pot from its head. It hits itself here and there, and finally it smashes its head against the boat to break the clay pot, due to which its head becomes free. But as soon as it is freed, from behind Jeff puts a rope noose around the anaconda's neck. Before Jeff could catch that anaconda, due to the kerosene oil falling below, a fire starts in the boat, and the fire slowly spreading reaches the bombs kept in the boat, due to which blasts start happening in the boat. Just then, a very big blast happens in the boat. Now, all the people present on the boat jump into the water to save themselves. But Jeff had tied a rope around the anaconda's neck, due to which it cannot escape and burns to death in the fire. These people somehow swimming reach the bank of the river. Seeing the ship burning, Qiuliang starts crying. He cries because of this that these people will now not be able to reach Thailand on time. The rest of the circus people were very scared because all of them were in the middle of the jungle, and now they did not have a boat to go back either. Lenny had understood that the one responsible for all of this is Jeff. She says to Jeff, "If you had not done this, this big danger would not have come upon us." Jeff says in reply, "Do you people even know how much this one anaconda is worth? If you people had helped me catch it, today we all would have been millionaires." Hearing the mention of money, Qiuliang's eyes light up. He cancels the plan of going to Thailand and comes running to Jeff and says, "I am with you. Tell me what we can do to catch this anaconda, and how will we get the money?" After that, Jeff takes out a map and showing it to them says, "If you people help me, through this map I will get you to Thailand within a day or two." Now here Qiuliang and the rest of the team members agree to go to Jeff's boat. But Lenny had absolutely no trust in Jeff, so she refuses to go there. Just then the health of one of the circus team's girls suddenly starts deteriorating. When Qiuliang looks at her shoulder, they come to know that that girl had been bitten by a very dangerous spider whose venom could also kill her. Seeing this, Jeff says to all the people present there, "I have a medicine with which that girl can be treated, but that medicine is kept in my boat. If you want to treat her, then you will have to take me to my boat." Now, even without wanting to, Lenny agrees to go with Jeff. After many hours of travel, when one companion starts drinking the river water, then Jeff stops him, and Jeff tells everyone, "Never drink the water here. This water has such insects that go inside a person while drinking water. After that, those insects cause such thirst inside that person that drinking water they drown themselves in the river and die. On the way, these people get hungry. Then Jeff catches a snake from the nearby rocks, and then these people extract the snake's venom and cook it and eat it to get by. After this, these people again continue their journey. A little while later, it becomes night. At night, these people stop in a tunnel of a mountain, where they light a fire, and Jeff was sitting to the side looking at the anaconda drawn on his map. Jeff thinks about the time when that anaconda had come in front of him. That anaconda was just about to kill Jeff. But Jeff acts wisely and hides himself in a wooden box. That box was kept on a slope. So Jeff pushes the box, and sliding down reaches the river below. Now Jeff tries to get himself out of this box, but unfortunately Jeff got locked inside that box forever, and Jeff remained trapped in that box for a long time. After which these people come. These people placed dynamite and broke the containers to clear the way, from which Jeff came out and joined them. The scene comes back to the present, where Jeff was looking at this map. Just then Qiuliang comes to him and says, "You want to catch that same anaconda, right?" Jeff says, "Yes, this is a very large anaconda. An anaconda who is the king of this entire jungle. All the animals here are afraid of this anaconda. It has hunted the biggest prey in the world. It has even killed large anacondas just like itself. And if we succeed in catching it, then we will become millionaires overnight." Hearing about money, Qiuliang says, "I am ready to catch that anaconda with you." Now it becomes quite late at night, and all these people go to sleep. Just then one circus companion's eye opens from some strange sound. He sees that his brother is not there. While searching for his brother, he comes out of that tunnel and goes near the river while looking for him, where he sees that his brother is trying to drown himself in the river water. This man stops him from doing so, but his brother does not listen to anything he says, and then he sees that some strange insects are coming out of his brother's nose. Seeing this, he understands that his brother has drunk this river's water, which Jeff had also told that after drinking this river's water, the insects present inside the water cause such thirst in that person that the person is forced to drown himself in that water, and exactly the same thing happens. Seeing his brother dead, this man cries a lot and comes back to the tunnel. The next morning, these people set out on their journey again. After covering many hours of journey, these people reach near a river, and now these people will have to walk through that river to reach their destination. Now these people were quite scared to get into that river at first, but having no other way, these people are forced to get into that river. Just a little further ahead, suddenly a boy points downward, and we see that a large anaconda has surrounded these people from all sides. Their one companion, whose brother had died just the night before, was coming behind everyone out of fear. But just then a large anaconda attacks him from behind and grabs him badly. Lenny moves forward to help him, but she cannot do much because before she could reach, the anaconda had already broken that man's bones, and then that anaconda drowns that man along with itself into the water. Now these people start running forward in the river to save their lives. A little while later, finally all these people reach Jeff's boat. Whereas per his promise, Jeff gives those people the antidote for that girl who had been bitten by the poisonous spider on her shoulder. Now from here, Thailand's land was also quite close, and all of them set out to go to Thailand. But just then Jeff stops those people. Actually, Jeff had brought these people to this place so that he could use them as bait. Jeff says to all those people, "I have brought you all safe and sound here as per promise. But now you people will also have to fulfill your promise. You will have to help me." Then that small child says to Jeff, "If this help of yours is related to that anaconda, then we will not help you at all." Hearing these words of theirs, Jeff takes out his gun, and Billy Yang also takes out a knife and starts supporting him. Billy Yang says to everyone, "Whatever Jeff is saying, you should listen to him." Here Lenny says, "Have you people gone crazy? Catching that anaconda is very difficult. Why do you people want to lose your lives?" Jeff says, "Yes, you are right. Catching that anaconda is difficult, but not impossible, because when that anaconda gets distracted while eating, it can be caught at that time." After that, Billy Yang and Jeff tie two people from the circus team with a rope and make them snake bait. That child says to Billy Yang, "Why are you doing this? Think if we people die, then who will perform in your circus?" Hearing this, Billy Yang starts laughing loudly and says to that child, "Did you people never think about how I became so rich in just a few years? You fools, I was not taking you people to Thailand for the circus. I was going to earn a lot of money by selling your body organs, and this is my business. But now look, I have changed my plan. Now I have joined with Jeff because I know that this anaconda can give me even more money than your body parts." On the other side, Jeff had also tied those two girls, and now he was starting to misbehave with one girl. Now here that girl acts wisely and shows as if she wants to support Jeff. Jeff cannot understand her trick. That girl comes close to Jeff and starts running her hand through Jeff's hair, and at the right opportunity, that girl takes out the gun from Jeff's pocket and points it at Jeff. Now, just as that girl shoots Jeff, the bullet does not fire from the gun because she did not know how to unlock the gun. Now Jeff comes in anger and snatches the gun from her and was just about to point it at that same girl and kill her when by then Lenny had also freed herself, and she strikes Jeff's stomach with a sharp piece of glass. Now Jeff pushes Lenny and shoves her back. But then that other girl also attacks Jeff, and from behind Lenny also tries to snatch the gun from Jeff. In this scuffle, the sound of a gun firing is heard, but it cannot be found out who this bullet hit. On the other side, we see those two people whom Billy Yang had made bait for the anaconda. Both of them, poor souls, were writhing with fear. A little while later, a large anaconda starts slowly moving towards both of them to eat them, while Billy Yang, standing far away, was comfortably watching this entire scene. Billy Yang was waiting for when that anaconda would attack them, and he would pull the rope and catch that anaconda. But he did not know that right above where he was standing, another anaconda was moving forward to attack him. Now before Billy Yang could see that anaconda gets very close to him, and that anaconda attacks Billy Yang and lifts him up and takes him away. And then the rope slips out of Billy Yang's hand, due to which a net covers the two people who were made bait for the anaconda, and their lives are saved. On the other side, Jeff tries to kill that girl, but Lenny comes from behind and knocks Jeff unconscious by hitting him on the head with a large piece of wood. As soon as Jeff becomes unconscious, these two run and reach their two companions and free them from the trap. But unfortunately, Jeff had regained consciousness and was moving towards them. But just then a large anaconda comes and takes Jeff away. These people now quickly prepare to get out from here. But one of their companions was not in a condition to walk, because during the scuffle between Jeff and those girls, the bullet that had fired had hit that girl. A little while later, that girl breathes her last before their eyes. Now the three remaining people sit in Jeff's boat and start getting out from here through the river to save their lives. But just then John feels something from behind. When he removes that thing from his shoulder and looks at it, he comes to know that it is a sedative injection. Just a few seconds later, John becomes unconscious, and the one who made John unconscious was none other than Jeff, meaning he had survived even from that anaconda's attack, and he had cut the anaconda's head and killed it. Now Jeff catches all three of them and ties them as bait for the anaconda, and ties sharp iron wire all around them, and also sprinkles blood there, after which he stands some distance away from here, holding the rope of their trap. A little while later, several anacondas, smelling the blood, start moving towards all three of them. All three of them are very scared, and they can see their death before their eyes. All these anacondas get quite close to all three of them to kill them. But just then, once again, all the animals of the jungle start making noise and running away, and all the anacondas present here also, seeing something, start running away one by one. But one anaconda was still staying back to kill all three of them. But just then Crimson Anaconda arrives there and attacks that lone staying snake and kills it in one stroke. Here we can see the Crimson Anaconda clearly, which was very large in size and dangerous. Seeing it, all three of them get very scared. But Jeff, standing far away, becomes very happy seeing Crimson Anaconda. That anaconda was wrapping itself around all three of them and opening its large mouth was just about to eat all three of them when Jeff releases the trap rope in which that anaconda gets entangled. This anaconda starts writhing to free itself. It tries hard to free itself, but when it cannot get free, then it cuts the trap rope with its sharp pointed teeth and frees itself. But the trap rope was still entangled in its body. So Jeff grips the rope firmly and tries to catch it. But where could Jeff match the strength of the anaconda? Jeff, in trying to catch it, gets stuck between two trees, and now he cannot get out from those trees. Taking advantage of the opportunity, that Crimson Anaconda starts moving towards Jeff and grabs Jeff and starts squeezing him badly. These three people were also watching this entire scene with their own eyes and out of fear quickly try to free themselves because they knew that after Jeff, it would be their turn. These people try every possible way to free themselves, but they cannot get out of that trap. Just then, that small boy starts biting the trap rope with his teeth to save himself, and after a lot of effort, he cuts some part of the rope. Now only a little rope was left, so he uses all the strength of his teeth to bite the rope, due to which blood starts coming from his teeth. Here Crimson Anaconda grabs Jeff very badly, and it starts pressing Jeff and breaking his bones. After which that Crimson Anaconda swallows Jeff alive too. On the other side, that child succeeds in breaking the rope with his teeth, and he also frees both of them, and these people start running towards the river. But after killing Jeff, now that Crimson Anaconda comes after them. These two hide behind a tree, while that child hides himself inside a wooden box. But the anaconda sees him, and now that anaconda slowly starts moving towards that child. The child puts all his strength and tries to come out of the container. But the door on the other side of that container was closed. That child screams and calls out to both of them for help, and that anaconda had also come very close to the child now. Now before the anaconda could kill that child, from outside John breaks the door of the container and saves that child. Now all three of them again start running away from the anaconda to save their lives. But this entire jungle belonged to that very anaconda. While being in this jungle, these people could not escape from it. So these people hide behind a tree. But just then at some distance, that anaconda sees them. As soon as it sees them, that anaconda starts coming towards them fast. These people stand and start waiting for their death, because these people had come to know that now their lives would not be saved. But just as that anaconda opens its large mouth and attacks them, just then its head gets cut in half by a strong sharp iron wire. This sharp iron wire had actually been laid by Jeff, due to which Crimson Anaconda is finished. These people cannot believe that their lives have been saved, and these people keep looking at its body for a long time, and finally these people quickly leave that jungle and get out from here. With this, the story comes to an end. If you like this video, then please do subscribe to our channel and like the video.